Oh, didn't mean to do that. Calm down. Okay, yo people, so you know in my last video I said I would try and record the next thing I do. Well, I'm rehousing my O species Blue Quezon. This is the enclosure that we're rehousing her, hopefully, into. So I've just set it up. You know what? I'll just quickly show you the scape. So I've made a starter burrow for her. As you can see, that's where her water dish is. You'll see in her old enclosure, she's webbed up the whole thing. So I'm hoping that she'll web this all up as well. This will be her juvenile enclosure until she's a sub-adult, and then I'll rehouse her again as she's still a sling, but barely. In fact, I'd probably call her a juvenile now, and she's definitely outgrown her old enclosure. So hopefully, I'm hoping that the rehouse goes well and I don't lose one of my favorite species. All of my species are one of my favorite species. The Philippines, originating from the Philippines. Apparently extremely rare species of tarantula as well. Nice, didn't know that. Tom Moran made a great video on this species. But anyway, before I just sit here and ramble, let's go get the enclosure and get on with this rehouse. Oh my god, I'm starting to get nervous. I'm starting to get nervous already. Now what I'll do is I'll add moisture and add water to the water bowl before I put her in. Make sure there's a lot of moisture going into the burrow. This is quite a small enclosure, so I don't believe I need to add too much moisture, as you can easily overdo it. Right, now first I'll just close this off and show you her and her old enclosure. There she is. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Calm down. Okay, I don't know what the best way of doing this would be. Normally I'd do this outside somewhere, so I'm hoping this doesn't go too wrong. Just nice and patient. Give her another little nudge. Come on. See, you know when they stand still like that, they're actually getting ready to bolt, see? So I just want to be nice and gentle with her. See, I'm not rushing her. Touch that back leg again. Maybe touch his front leg here. Ooh. You know what, I'm just gonna... Come on. She really doesn't wanna... Come on, we're so close now. We're so close now. See, you're almost there. And as you may or may not know, guys, this is an old world species, Asian. Well, they say sub. Oh, there you go. And there she goes. Oh, and you take care. No rehouse should be too strenuous or too difficult. Your heart rate's always going to go, that's normal. That's totally normal. But there we go. So that is my O species Blue Quezon rehoused into her new enclosure. I fed her literally yesterday. But she did refuse, to be fair. So maybe I will add a feeding clip to this video. I'm going to close this off. And then we'll get her old enclosure back, just so I can show you quickly just how heavily webbed this is. And also, I don't know where my tweezers have gone, so I'm just going to use a knife. But just to show you how thick that webbing is, you see? It's a very, very thick webbing. And she's, as you can also tell, she's webbed up the whole enclosure here. So I'm hoping for her to do the same in her new home. I'm definitely going to do an update and show you guys how she's webbed her enclosure. You know what, I'm actually very glad that I've got the video of this now. This is the first time I've actually recorded a rehouse, so I hope you guys have learned something. If not, oh, that's what I wanted to say. So this species here, O species Blue Panay, a lot of people say they're fossorial. I've also read reports that they are sub-arboreal or like part arboreal, which is interesting because those are totally polar opposites. But in her old enclosure, she never burrowed. I never provided a starter burrow for her, to be fair, but she did never burrow in her old enclosure. In here, I need to get cork bark, man. I've only got one piece, and it's in one of my pokey enclosures. My other pokey enclosure, which you haven't seen because I don't want to show, because it's a very ghetto setup using the, what's that called? Not polystyrene, but like the white stuff that you get packaging with. Right, guys, so it's been a couple days. I just added some more moisture. I also added this Hot Wheels car from my Scolopendra polymorpha enclosure. Thought it'd look better in here. And you can see, as I said, it's only been a couple of days, and she's already webbed up that little corner over there. Hopefully, before a little while, she webs up the whole enclosure. I am going to drop a mealworm in, just to see if she takes it. If she doesn't, I'll just remove it. This is another example of when I was not expecting a takedown, and I got one. Very thankful I got this one on camera, and it was a very gentle, very swift, very elegant takedown by my gorgeous girl here. I thought we'd have another look at that takedown in slow motion. This girl is a savage eater as well. She's one of the only teas that I could pretty much throw a prey item in front of her, and 8 out of 10 times she will take it. That was a really nice, gentle takedown. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'm going to put the lid away. Now, yesterday, I believe I said that this was a Blue Panay. That is wrong. This species is actually a Blue Quezon. I was looking at my order history on the spider shop, and yes, I indeed made a mistake. This is not a Blue Panay. This is a O species Blue Quezon. Now these are the same tarantula. This is at this the first clip. This clip here is from her second last molt. This was like 2 or 3 days after she'd molted, and the feeding clip after the rehouse that I'd just done 2 days ago was about a week or 2 weeks post molt. So this species, like many other species, only keep their colour most close to a molt, and it fades as their exoskeleton grows underneath, which makes sense. So their colours, their exoskeleton is the most vibrant. Especially this species though, I just wanted to mention that the Blue Quezon in particular is only really blue for like 3 or 4 days after post molt, and then they go back to I mean, you can still see a tinge on some of the legs and stuff, but it's not like an all out blue.